again, I think you're underselling things here, Dougie, because you're going to prime up for the Tigers game. I thought this was close to the best game of the year, to be honest. It was up tempo. It had two teams that were whacking people in defense and attack, and you had two teams that came out with an attacking mindset that actually went at each other rather than just sit back and get through their sets. They were looking to score tries from the very start of this game. And they looked like they had a point to prove. And we generally know when Melbourne have a point to prove, they're the team that seems to prove the point more often than anybody else. So I really enjoyed this game. I thought the Sharks were very competitive for 50 to 60 minutes of this game and were probably better the team for half of that time. But there was 10 minutes before halftime and the last 15, 20 minutes of the game where they just wilted away and couldn't go with the Storm. Storm didn't slow down at all during the entire match. If anything, it got quicker and quicker towards the end of the game. The speed of the play the ball in this game was tremendous, and the line speed of defense for both sides. I don't think I've seen a quicker game this year, but momentum shifted with a penalty. Got the Storm on the front foot, and they scored 2 tries in the next sort of 5 or 10 minutes. But the Sharks dropped their head as well, and they really shouldn't have been, letting. Definitely the second try, and the first one was, they got down there and scored straight away, but the next one was the result of them having their heads down. I thought the Sharks probably bombed 2 or 3 tries, especially with Harvey on that right side. There was twice when he was away, and all he had to do was fling it back into the centre, and they would have scored 2 tries, and both times he held it, and both times he got tackled. I think once he dropped the ball. So that's, if Katoa was there, I think the Sharks probably score both of those tries, and the score ends up somewhere where it should have been 34-26 or 34-28, something like that. But I think the Sharks probably deserve to be a little bit closer at the end of this game. This is my take on the Storm: is they have the best 1, 7, 9, and 6 in the comp, not as an all-round players, but they are the best running players in those positions. Harry Grant is the best running 9. Munster, Hughes are the best running halves. And then you got Pappenhausen, who's pretty close to the best running fullback. So as soon as there's half an opportunity, any one of those 4 just fucking start running. And then defenses start panicking. And then what do? There's one of the other blokes is floating on their inside and they can run it just as fast and they've got just as deadly a step and they tear teams apart. A lot of it isn't even because they're being completely dominant. It's just they see half an opportunity and those 4 guys just take it 95% of the time. So what do you say? I thought it was a tremendous game. Nas and Kafusi were really good, but there wasn't a lot of... I thought the Sharks probably won the forward battle just with Brayley, Rudolph and McInnes. Teague Wilton was good. You had Nas and Kafusi were really good on the other side. Harry was close to the best player on the field again, which he does week after week. Mulatano and Talakai were exceptional on that side, and I'm surprised they even kept going to the right, to be honest. I think they should have just put all their eggs in that basket and just kept coming down Talakai's side for the rest of the night. But Pappenhausen was good. Olam was very good. It was probably the best game I think we've seen out of Olam for a while. And Munster looked like the best player in the comp. So
He'd look like the best player in the comp, Gump.
Yeah, he did. And look, that's nearly the best analysis of a game I've ever heard too, Barney. So I don't
Thank you, mate.
that was
Gump's mesmerised.
That was in the grand final for analysis.